Hey guys, it's Johnny P from The Employed Traveler. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting, my channel is actually about helping the average, everyday working American who works a 9 to 5 travel the world on a budget, because not all of us can quit our jobs and just travel to exotic destinations, as we have ties to just life, pets, kids. Today's vlog is going to be about my trip to the Grand Canyon, and I was able to visit the Grand Canyon by taking one PTO day, spending less than $142 per person. For this specific trip, I had 4 consecutive days off, and I only used one PTO day. This year in 2019, we were fortunate enough to have July 4th land on a Thursday, so I was able to take one PTO day, which was on Friday, July 5th, and I had the weekend off. So for this trip, we spent less than $142 per person on all of our hotel stays, as well as on our car rental for the entire trip. So in this video, I'm gonna break down each day, and I'm gonna give you guys the cost, as well as our itinerary and how we made everything work. On Wednesday, July 3rd,
We're not ready.
we actually went to worked a whole day, and left LA at 6 p.m. We arrived into Vegas at 10 p.m. and we met up with our cousins and family who flew in from Florida and New York. Yes. Once we were together in Vegas, we checked into our hotel. We only spent $100 total per night for this beautiful hotel suite right outside of the Strip. So this suite was really intended for 4 people, but we actually fit 6 people in it, and we brought our air mattress from LA. So that is a pro tip. You can always bring an air mattress to add 2 extra people to your party if you want to maximize your travel. So this came out to be $16.60 per person, and it fit all 6 of us comfortably. After we checked in, we were so exhausted from our flights and our drive, but who cares? We decided to check out the Vegas Strip. One of my most favorite millennial things to do on the Strip is visit the Taco Bell Cantina. Yes, there is a 2-story Taco Bell that serves beer and alcoholic Baja Blast. For them to have created an alcoholic Baja Blast, I was in pure heaven. The club looks super retro. They even have a club on the 2nd floor. It was a perfect meal for arriving to Vegas right at night. We called it an early night and headed back to the hotel. Thursday, July 4th, we enjoyed a whole day in Vegas. Now, we only wanted to spend one night in Vegas since we knew we were going to go to the Grand Canyon by the end of our trip. So we woke up and we decided to eat at one of our favorite restaurants, Bahama Breeze. Living in the West Coast, it is very hard to find island or Caribbean food. So anytime we see a Bahama Breeze, we're sure to make it part of our trip. We had some amazing mojitos. I ordered the Taste of Jamaica, which included yellow rice, black beans, and almost every meat of Jamaica. After eating, we decided to check out the Venetian Hotel since it was some of our family's first time in Vegas. After gambling and roaming around the Strip just for the day, we got ready for the night. So one cool thing about Vegas is that you can drink publicly while walking around the Strip. They do have an open bottle law, which allows you to pretty much drink wherever and whenever in Vegas. We brought our 100-ounce daiquiri bottle refill from our previous Vegas trips and refilled it for a cheaper price. We decided to go to the top of Paris and see an overlook of Vegas. We did a little bit of gambling and we called it a night. Friday, July 5th, we woke up from our hotel in Vegas, headed out to our Airbnb in Arizona. Of course, one of the coolest things to do on the West Coast and one of the most satisfying meals is In-N-Out. We enjoyed ourselves some burgers that you cannot find on the East Coast.
I don't wanna be friends. What's in the room, man?
We decided it would be pretty cool to take a pit stop at the Hoover Dam, as it was en route towards Arizona. The Hoover Dam was super cool. It's exactly what you see in movies and all over the media. It was super hot. And we actually did not even pay to go in. We just walked around for about an hour. It's definitely worth a pit stop, even if you're just visiting Vegas. After leaving the Hoover Dam, we drove about 6 hours to our Airbnb in Arizona. This Airbnb looked so scary.
One day at a time.
The total cost per night for this Airbnb was $203.15, which totals to $33.86 per person. Now, whenever you're visiting the Grand Canyon, there's only quite a few hotels right outside of the canyon, so most people either stay in Flagstaff. We booked a little late, so we only found a place in this place called Parks, Arizona. We at Bosch's. This is their grocery store. I got a Starbucks. We went to the grocery store after checking into the Airbnb, and we made a family style dinner and called it an early night. Saturday, July 6th, we enjoyed a beautiful day in the epic Grand Canyon. We were a little over an hour away from the Grand Canyon.
What is going on?
It was definitely grand. We parked at the visitor center. We stepped out to the first overlook called MAHER Point. Oh my goodness. This view was insane. Now, this is our first time viewing the Grand Canyon. It was freaking spectacular. There were already a lot of daredevils hanging off the edge. It looked kind of scary at first, but being the daredevil I am, we decided to head towards those edge areas.
Don't go too close to the edge.
Outside of the gates with other people to get really close views to the canyon. It felt like we were in another world. We spent about 30 minutes taking pictures at MAHER Point and enjoying the beauty. We then hopped into a shuttle, a free shuttle, to the South KAIBAB Trail. And it's not called kebab, it's just called KAIBAB. They kind of looked at me weird when I said kebab, but I was a tourist. Since we were only there for one day, we decided that we only wanted to do a moderate hike and see as much of the beauty that the canyon provides without it being too tiring and long. The hike that we did was called the South KAIBAB Trail all the way towards Cedar Ridge Point. The hike took about 1 hour and 15 minutes to get down and about an hour and a half to get up. Pro tip, definitely bring liquids, a hat, sunscreen, and a light snack or meal to eat once you get down to your point. The views of the canyon were amazing. There was one point where we even saw a squirrel that was attacking our friend.
Baby, you're gonna see it. He's right on. He's like right
yeah.
on.
Once we got down, it felt like a huge sense of accomplishment, and we really took in a lot of the nature and beauty. Back up to the top of the canyon about 45 minutes before sunset, and we saw the most serene lighting. It was such a perfect moment, and we really enjoyed ourselves and this hike.
I'm Jesse.
After getting back to the top, we went straight back home and enjoyed another family dinner. Dinner time with family and friends is always one of the most fun things to do when you're on vacation. Oh, and we had a few beers, of course. Sunday, July 7th. We drove 8 hours from Arizona back to Los Angeles. We packed everything and we were so happy that we survived our haunted Airbnb. It was about an 8-hour drive back to LA, and as you know me, I always had to make a highlight out of everything. I found that on the route back to Los Angeles from Arizona or even from Vegas, there's this really cool bottle tree ranch in California called ELMERS Bottle Tree Ranch, where he decided to create this wonderful art for people to visit. It was a cool, quick 10-15 minute stop that was very scenic. It was completely free, but they did accept donations. I would highly recommend this as a cool, pretty neat detour. Now, for the full cost breakdown of this trip, the Vegas suite 2-night total was $201.23. When you divide $201.23 by 6, that totals to $33.54 per person. Then we also stayed 2 nights in our Grand Canyon Airbnb in Parks, Arizona. The 2-night total for the Airbnb was $406.30. And when you divide that by 6, that totals to $67.72. For the car rental, the 5-day total was $234.75. When you divide that cost of $234.75 by 6, that totals $39.13 per person. So for all hotels and our car rental, we only paid $140.39 per person. For 4 days of all of this fun, of course, I don't really add food or other experiences into the cost because those are subjective, as you can always choose to eat fast food like In-N-Out for a couple dollars and do a lot of free things when you're traveling. Thank you guys for watching this video, and subscribe for more fun, life, and travel content.